Today, so last lesson we found sides. Today we are finding angles. You can use SOHCAHTOA to find unknown angles and any right angled triangle. These are your steps. Step 1, make sure you have 2 of the sides. You know how long they are. Step 2, same as last lesson, you check your calculator is in degrees mode. So you might remember last lesson, how did we check that the calculator was in degrees mode? We said tan 45, and if it equaled 1, you want to come up here? Say, talking near. If it said tan 45 was 1, you're in the right mode. You boys as well. You want to play with the hole in the wall, you can save until later. Huh? Falling happens down. Falling doesn't happen to the side, Ricky. Okay, don't worry about it later. I'll give you a pencil to work with later. So make sure your calculator's in degrees mode. Step 2, choose one of the trig ratios that involves the known sides for your angle. We'll see that in the example next. And then step 3, just get those 3 steps down so I can demonstrate it. Steps 3, substitute the known sides into the ratio and solve for theta. Use inverse sine, cosine, tangent functions on your calculator when you want to divide by sine. I'll show you in the example below. I'll give you a few minutes to get those 3 steps down, and then I'll show you in these 2 examples. 2 lollies up for grabs today, 4 questions. If you miss, guys, if you haven't worked out yet, now 3 terms, if you've missed a lesson, I'm not going to reteach it. It's on YouTube for Monday's lesson. Okay? If you don't like watching the video, you can come at a lunchtime tutorial and I'll do it live then. But during lesson time, we're on my time, not yours. What happens when you miss the bus? You miss it. You miss the bus if you're away on Monday. Jeez. Don't worry, I'll protect you from those little children in that classroom. I know origami, okay. I know Nazigore. So, just a reminder, I'm picking up those booklets end of next week. First person to submit, 100%. You can get sneakers like that kid in the 10.03. All right, can I demo these steps, please? We are looking at A. We want to find this angle that I don't know right now. So let's do the steps. Do 2 of the sides in this triangle here. Do we know how long they are? Do I know how long the bottom side is? Do I know how long the right-hand side is? Yes? So I can tick that. Is my calculator in degrees mode? Tan 45. Oh. Tan 45, is it 1? Yes, it's in degrees mode now. Choose one of the trig ratios, SOHCAHTOA, that involves the known sides. You did an exercise labeling sides. What would this side be called out of hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent? That would be the hypotenuse. What would 4 be? Opposite. What would 7 be? Adjacent. So I've labeled them. So which of these SOHCAHTOA involves the opposite and the adjacent? TOA. We're using tan for this. So you're going to use tan. So what you're going to write? Tan theta, I don't know what the angle is equal to opposite 4 over adjacent 7. Then I taught you algebra. I want to get rid of tan. I want to get theta by itself. So what's the sign in maths that we don't write? Times. There's a time. You can imagine that there's a times between tan and theta. What is the opposite of timesing something by 10? So right now, I want to divide by 10. But if you use your calculator, if you go 4 over 7 is a number. If I try to divide by 10, my calculator is going to freak out. It won't let you. It says maths error. So that's what step 3 is about. There would be plenty of sneakers given away in this class if people weren't so distracted and actually listen. Okay? There's been 4 given away and this class is completely missed out. All right? I have to bribe you with lollies to do anything. That's not going to be good for you when you leave school. All right? Maths error. So instead of dividing by sine, cos, or tan, we use sine -1, cos -1, or tan -1 instead. So on my calculator here, is there any sine, cos, tan -1s that we can see? No. But if I press second, I'm in second mode. Can you see sine -1, cos -1, tan -1 appeared? That's what I use. So instead of dividing by tan, my working out looks like this. Theta, no, that's an arrow right now. Sorry, my bad. Pencil. Theta is going to be equal to tan -1. Why am I using tan -1? Because I'm not allowed to divide by tan on my calculator. It can't handle it. Tan -1, 4 over 7. So theta is going to be, so you go into your tan -1, I press that button. Tan -1, it says A tan. 4 over 7. And the bracket equals, that's telling me that angle is 29.74 degrees to 2 decimal points. So the hard part about finding angles is this weird sine -1, cos -1, tan -1. Why do we need to do that? Because my calculator doesn't let me divide by 10. It lets me use those instead. So I'll do one more. What are the labels of these two? Do I know 2 sides in this triangle here? What are the labels on them? What's 5.92? Is that opposite, adjacent, or that's the hypotenuse? What would 2.67 be then? Adjacent, good. And so this one, which we don't care about, is opposite. Which of the SOHCAHTOAs involves adjacent and hypotenuse? Which one? Huh? Ka, good. So even though you weren't here, you still have some understanding of that. I'm legit proud, okay? So we're using cos, theta equals AH, adjacent, which is 2.67, over hypotenuse. Oh, hypotenuse was 5.92. At this point, I would like to divide by cosine. Is your calculator going to let you divide by cosine? What did I show? What did the calculator spit out when I tried to divide by cosine? What did I say?
Failed maths.
You said maths error. So what do we use instead of dividing by cosine? What do your notes say? Sine, cosine, -1. So you go here. I'll move it over to the side. So theta is going to be cos -1, 2.67 over 5.92. Theta is going to be cos -1, 2.67 divided by 5.92, 63.19 degrees to 2 decimal points. That's how you find the angles.